Something's got a hold on me lately, though I don't know myself anymore. Feels like the walls are all closing in, and the devil's knocking at my door. Whoa, out of my mind, how many times did I tell you I'm no good at being alone? Yeah, it's taking a toll on me, trying my best to keep from tearing the skin off my bones. Don't you know I lose control when you're not next to me? I'm falling apart right in front of you. Can't you see? I lose control when you're not next to me. Yeah, you're breaking my heart, baby. You make a mess of me. Problematic. Problem is, I want your body like a fiend, like a bad.
Aparicio and Antavius roll like tides. College days, Clark, Atlanta, where it all collides. Fred stepped in, the trio came alive. 3 voices, 1 mic, now the stories thrive. Late nights, deep talks, the bonds grew tight. From dorm room dreams to the podcast light. Brotherhood on air, we laugh, we share. Spinning life stories, no truth left spare. Brotherhood on air, pull up a chair. 3 minds, 1 heart, we're everywhere. Brotherhood on air, we laugh, we share.
All right. Welcome to another season of the Brothers Show. Before we get started, please remember that anything and everything we talk about here is for entertainment and educational purposes only. The brothers and our guests may or may not be licensed therapists, medical professionals, lawyers, or financial advisors, and nothing said on this show should be taken as professional advice. All opinions expressed by the host and guests and the producers are our personal views. We also react to videos, articles, and other media under the fair use for commentary, criticism, and discussion. We don't claim to own any third-party content shown. Viewer discretion is advised, and we encourage you to do your own research and consult qualified professionals for advice. Once again, thank you for another season of The Brothers, and please like, share, subscribe on all social media outlets.
Absolutely. I love that. So I had a question for y'all. I need y'all's opinion on y'all's qualified opinion, brothers, on just opening the season 3. But I need to first clap for y'all and congratulate you all for being season 3. Congratulations. But I got a question for you all. What do y'all think about that intro? With the smoke and the...
I like it.
That was smooth.
Yeah,
I
that was smooth.
We're gonna see what the fans say.
What y'all do over the hiatus? I mean, we saw each other briefly, but not for a whole lot.
Mm.
Man, I did a whole bunch of work on the house, installing Ring cameras, cutting grass. Y'all know what I do. YouTube video, yeah, man.
YouTube University, get it right.
Gotta get it right, bro. You run it. YouTube
watch
University.
A lot of TV series, everyone. There was a lot of TV news series coming on or catching up on some. That was kind of my outlet from life, so I enjoyed it. I don't watch that. I haven't watched that much TV, but I have, man. So I appreciate that on our hiatus.
What'd you watch, Fred? Anything we can?
Mayor of Kingstown, you guys, it's a go-to. Reasonable Doubt. I know Big Bro, he don't like law shows because I mean he played one in real life.
And I don't like to do a lot of TV anymore. I used to hate people who were on TV that said they did not watch TV, but I don't watch a lot of TV anymore. I've got where I critique all of it.
If you ask some of your clients and Tavius that do music, most of them will tell you they don't listen to a lot of music either, other artists especially. So it's one of them
We
things.
see you've been busy. I ain't gonna. You've been busy this past season on TV, so I just want to throw it out there. It's like, you know what I mean? My bro been catching strays right, left, up, down. I ain't saying for move, but
Got me a little airport challenge going on.
right, got you doing TikToks and oh man, so
Now they don't challenge me to do the Tony Braxton in the airport. It's not gonna happen, people. I love you, but I don't plan to go in the middle of the airport and dance like
I
Tony
think we
Braxton.
should have a vote. I
Yeah,
think
please,
people should like or subscribe and leave a comment to our page and say if we want to see our bro Antavius do
Fred.
Tony Braxton. If
Fred.
we get, hey, look, I'm gonna put out a challenge.
Nope.
I'll
Antavius,
do it.
Antavius, I am not part of this.
I will do it.
No.
Fred. If you can get 100 subscribers,
100 subscribers
before the mid-season.
Okay, mid-season.
Before mid-season, I go to the middle of Hartsfield Jackson Airport. I like to say Jackson Hartsfield Airport in Atlanta, on the South Concourse, and man enough, baby.
What can we? If we get 150, can we pick the outfit?
Listen, my disclaimer: I want no parts of this, because Fred, should you get 150 subscribers, and he has to go out there to Hartsfield Jackson, I can only imagine the retribution that is gonna come from that. I want no parts.
So let me show you all what these people are talking about, what these dudes are talking. So there's a challenge out here for, well, it has only been like maybe like 5 or 6 lawyers that have done it. Where these women lawyers, and one man, I saw one guy who did it, is doing this challenge of Tony song, and they're in the airport. And they're challenging Tony Braxton family lawyer to do this dance in the airport. Now, why the airport out of all places? I don't know, but I'm gonna show it and I'm gonna just show it, and y'all.
That's got to be a live taping, y'all. That's got to be a live taping.
I want no parts.
I'm gonna show Tony doing it. Y'all want to see Tony doing it or somebody else?
Oh, I you know,
Tony,
come on, man. You already know I want Tony.
Young lady that did it, that Kelsey's. Well,
yeah, Kate. Is it Kaden?
She did a really good.
It's really taking off. She like hers. But what was it? What's her name? Come on now, y'all know the girl's name.
I don't know.
Just put a Kelsey ex-girlfriend. It'll pop up.
Oh, the black chick.
Oh my god, they have a whole website called the Man Enough Challenge. This is crazy.
Man Enough, that's what it is. The Man Enough.
The Man Enough Challenge. They don't put a whole website up for this. I ain't gonna say foolishness because I love it. Keep it coming. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep it coming. But here we go, guys. Since everybody wants to see me do the Man Enough Challenge, I'm gonna go ahead and get it done for y'all real quick. All right, let me get my shoulders in there. I'm gonna just do it. You ain't got to get the followers. I don't need them. I don't need them. I'm just go ahead and do this right for everybody.
Well, we get the followers. I'm gonna get the outfit. I already know which one.
Fred, you playing with fire.
Dr. White, would you date her?
That is Tony Braxton. Yes. I changed my last name.
What kind? You know what I'm saying? What kind of question was that?
So there it is. If y'all want to see me do that in the middle of the airport,
I don't want to see you do that, especially in the Atlanta airport.
Like, subscribe, and follow. Hey, it's gonna totally mess up. No, I'm not gonna say that. But like, subscribe, and follow. Up to 100, and hey, your boy got you. I'm gonna come through for you. I might even wear this shirt. This my nice blue my nice little silk piece.
Don't y'all do it. Don't y'all do it. Fred, you
Come on,
started this.
people. Come on, America.
Fred.
Come on, America.
Hey, we gotta get the subscribers up, and I'm sure there's some people out there that wants to see. I'm sure there's some people out there. Last season, I
Yeah.
bet you somebody. She see that, she go.
If you get these subscribers and we have to go do this dance, and you talking about you picking the outfit, do you understand what come next? He is a keeper of records.
100,000 more
Hey, the
subscribers.
keeper of records is wild. That's crazy
Look,
work right
I
there.
won't even get back because I agreed to do it. But listen,
He said he won't get back.
I won't get back. But I will say this: there will come a time that I will challenge one of y'all.
See, I'm with App.
There was no
There will
parts.
come a time that I will
Hands
challenge
up.
one of y'all. And we doing challenges. Brothers do things like that.
Hey, man, we gonna add that to season 3. We're gonna add some challenges to we're gonna make
Is that what we doing?
We need to make some challenges.
Is that what we doing? Some challenges, Fred? All right.
What's your hot topic, Hawk?
Oh man, I hate to, but look, we have a very, very important hot topic today. There's some things that are happening. It's the holiday season. As we know, the holiday season brings on multiple different types of attitudes. We're around friends, families, loved ones, but some of us are grieving during this time. Some of us are going through multiple different types of attitudes, and it can impact us in different ways. Sometimes, and this is in regards to what we call mental illness. We have 4 trained therapists that are on this platform that definitely understands the signs. And we're also going to have a great guest that is going to help us discuss maybe some mental and also some physical and other types of things that could go on that can impact our entire body as Black men. But I want us as Black men, because we are 4 strong Black men, but even strong Black men deal with things, right? So there's something that has happened in the city that Lamar, Dr. White, and myself are born and raised in, that's dear to our heart, that just happened today. There were so many different things that we could have brought up about Hot Topic, so many different situations that are even dealing with this similar type of situation. However, because this has happened today, I'll ask my brother Williams to play the clip, and our prayers and thoughts and ideas go out to him, and then we'll just have a small conversation which will lead to our main conversation.
Okay, let's do it.
Tell me what's your hot topic? Got me hooked like I can't stop it. Every word, every drop it feels like love, feels like love.
This morning, it appears a family dispute turned deadly at a Santa Monica home.
Ari Ramirez is live outside the home now with an update. Good morning.
Good morning. Police now confirming that it was the victim's son who killed him inside this home here behind me at 18th and Delaware. You can see there's still some police activity here outside the home, but they've just removed some of the crime scene tape, and the coroner's office did just take the victim's body. Now take a look. This all unfolded around 9:30 last night inside the home here at 18th and Delaware. A 911 call for help that turned into a major homicide investigation. Investigators say the victim's wife is the one who actually called for help from inside the house, reporting that a violent assault had taken place. And when officers arrived, they were led to the victim. The homeowner suffering from traumatic injuries. Paramedics were brought in, but he died on the scene. And police now say the victim's adult son, who was inside the home at the time, was immediately taken into custody and is cooperating with police. Meanwhile, we spoke with a friend of the family and a member of the same local church who calls this news devastating.
I heard he had got shot when I got to work, and for what reason, I don't know. I don't know if they had any family problems or issue or whatever. And it's sad. It's really sad. It's sad for both parties, especially his son. Why would you shoot your dad, man?
Now, we should mention police haven't specified the details of all of this and a weapon that may have been used. Meanwhile, neighbors and members of the Calvary Baptist Church here in Santa Monica identifying the victim as Jubilant Sykes, a globally known singer with ties to the church. Neighbors say he was in his 60s and say they're heartbroken to learn the news. Back out here live, they also add that the home here where this all happened has been in the family for generations. Now it's been a crime scene here all morning. Police haven't released any information on exactly what led up to the assault. The suspect, they did say, has a history of mental illness. That's the latest on the investigation here in Santa Monica. I'm Mario Ramirez. We'll send it back.
Tragic story out
there. Wow.
I hate that we're starting off our season 3 with such a heavy topic. However, I believe this topic, and our brothers believe this is a topic that is needed amongst having, especially with these holidays. So, Dr. White, I'm going to kick it off to you, bro, and just let us your thoughts and what you got on your mind.
All right. Well, first, peace and love to everybody, and just sending the family like a healing energy. I think as a community, we have to focus on what connects us back to the motherland, and that's our interconnectivity. So that's leaning in on family, friends, spiritual leaders. But we need to normalize therapy and counseling, and like I usually say, we need to do early check-ins. Encouraging our children, our teens, young adults and adults to go see someone when they go through traumas, when they go through any types of things that might disturb their peace. I think overall, I think that is what the issue is we historically and even societally, I can't even say the word, we have been impacted in so many different ways. For ourselves, Fred, I mean, we experienced the LA riots, but we never thought about how that would impact us moving forward. There's been other violence that we've been, exposed to. And I think it'll be the same way for App coming from Memphis, and the same thing for Antavius. I think that's probably what drew us to this helping profession. So with that being said, I really, really just think that there's no problem in admitting that you're hurt. There's no problem in admitting that you might be saddened. We have to create a safe space in our community to be vulnerable and to seek services. So with that being said, I'll jump over to App. What you think, brother?
I think sometimes in our culture, we don't seek help. We don't acknowledge or admit that we notice that someone needs help in our family. A lot of times we go to a family reunion where everybody say, "Well, that's the crazy uncle," and we know, that something is
You
wrong.
don't go back there in that back room.
Don't go back there with him. We sweep it up under the rug until it's too late.
That's right.
And so a lot of times it doesn't. The tragedy of something is shocking, but the fact that it could happen is not shocking because we've known, and we don't seek to get the help, either whether it is health, mental health, or the family secrets as a culture that we just tend to have things that are taboo to us that we just don't embrace. I also feel that we should start a little bit earlier with introducing things such as human behavior to kids and to other family members to be able to recognize when someone is going through trauma and not be reactive to it once it surfaces. And Tavis,
I don't have anything I want to share on this one, man. This is very sad, but y'all, I echo all of y'all comment. Fred.
Before I Ab takes us out to break, I just want to say very briefly, please check on your strong friends, right? Your strong friends are getting weak toward this end of the year. They've been carrying you and everybody else, and it's the people those are sometimes the people that definitely need your help during these times. And so we're so convinced and so used to leaning on them, but they need somebody to hold them up too.
All right, yeah. If you yourself know someone, a family member, there are a few options you have. One of them, you can go to 988lifeline.org. That's 988lifeline.org. And you can also text hello to 741-741. And you'll get someone that will immediately respond to you, your crisis, and figure out where you are to get immediate resources and help to you. With that said, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. We have a special guest coming up after this break.
That's right. When we come back, we're gonna have the one and only Reverend Claudia Taylor, who's a medical social worker at Grady Hospital. So I'm excited to have her. She comes with a wealth of knowledge. This episode actually was inspired by her, and I love it when the sister looks out to the brother. So right on the other side of the break, that's what we're going to talk about. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So when it's heaviest, roll like tides. College days, Clark, Atlanta, where it all collides.
When you're too hot or your nights are too cold, call heating and air conditioning. Cause what I've always been told, when your HVAC system is on the blink, call George is what I think. Before you even hang up the phone, it's George from Heating and Air Conditioning. Ink is at your home, great prices, professional work, getting your HVAC back to work. So call them before you're forced to do it. Let George and his crew come get to it.
Call us today to get your heating and air conditioning system serviced.
Hi guys, this is your girl Trina Braxton, a proud licensed real estate agent with Howell Luxury Group Realty. Since joining HLG, I've been able to realize that the real estate world is a different place and HLG is an expert. Allow us to help you make your next home purchase one of the best decisions ever. You'll have your forever home and HLG will have yet another satisfied client.
Fred stepped in, the trio came alive.
All right. Welcome back to the brothers. Before we begin, please like, share, and subscribe at the brothers on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and also at the website. If you go to thebrothers.com, that is TheBrothaz.com. Send us some messages. Tell us what you think. Send us some bro mail. Send us something. Holler at us. We're trying to get these subscribers up. And I think there's a challenge going on. Oh, and Lamar, send Lamar some fan mail.
Don't forget the gold.
We will read it on air. Send your fan mail to Lamar, and we will read your fan mail on air.
Oh, I promise we will.
And Tavius, what we got coming up, man?
All right. Tonight is a night about mental health and just health in general for us as men, as black men particularly. So in doing this, I wanted to, make certain that I brought somebody who knew something about it. And this person is actually the person who inspired this episode. She sent me a text and said, I am a big fan of the brothers. I watch y'all. I love y'all. But y'all don't talk enough about black men's health. And to hear that from a black female, I just thought that was amazing. Yeah. So when I brought it to y'all thought it was amazing as well. And so we thought, let's kick the season off with that. Let's kick the season off talking about us and about how to keep us here. So Reverend Claudia Taylor, now she's a social worker, but she's also one of God's people.
Uh-oh.
So watch your mouth out.
Be respectful.
Be mindful. Reverend Claudia Taylor is a graduate of Clark Atlanta University, where she graduated with a bachelor's degree in 2005 and a master's degree in 2006. That girl smart. In 2006 with a degree in social work. She also received a Master of Divinity degree in 2011 at the McAfee School of Theology at Mercer University and is currently pursuing her Doctorate of Ministry degree at McAfee. Reverend Taylor was ordained as an elder in an African Methodist Episcopal Church in 2012. Currently, Reverend Taylor serves on the ministerial staff at St. Paul AME Church in Atlanta as the next generation minister, one of the churches that kind of raised me up. In addition to her work in the ministry, Reverend Taylor is also currently a medical social worker at Grady Memorial Hospital, where I was born. This is all this stuff. Where she performs crisis intervention, conducts case management for nursing and personal home placements, home health services, and provides counseling to patients. And she has been at Grady for 17 years.
Wow. Wow.
She has been at Grady for 17 years, God. That's good. That's dedication. Yeah. Serving at Grady has really allowed Reverend Taylor to kind of write a chapter in the book titled Social Work at Grady, Challenges and Rewards. Reverend Taylor has also served as the chaplain for University Alumni Association Atlanta chapter. Additionally, Reverend Taylor has served as a family outreach coordinator for Aid Atlanta Women's Program, where she coordinated several events for groups for women and children affected by HIV/AIDS. She is a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
Okay, D9.
And had previously served as vice president. She is Powerful Incorporated. She served as the president because she is Powerful Incorporated. She is Powerful Incorporated, an organization whose mission it is to educate, empower, and transform the lives of women, girls, and families. Reverend Taylor is the curator of Let's Share, Liberate, sharing our stories, our gifts, and our resources. Women's Conference, a conference that celebrates Black women through the power of sharing while also honoring Black women in the community. Throughout her career, Reverend Taylor has conducted workshops and presentations on grief, conflict, domestic violence, self-esteem, self-care, and worship for churches, organizations, and universities. And she might just have to get us together because I forgot she was the Reverend before I did all that cussing before she was in that stage studio. But without further ado, and the last thing I would say about her is the thing that she probably is most proud of, is that Reverend Taylor is the proud mother of 7-year-old Quincy and 6-month-old Samaya. And those babies are her absolute heart. Let me be the one to tell you. But without further ado, I will introduce the psalm and present to the one and only Reverend Claudia Taylor. Reverend Taylor.
Brothers.
Hey, listen, don't make us feel too bad about all that cussing we did before you.
It's okay. Preachers cuss. We cuss like 90 going 9. It's okay. God still love us. He love us all. God still love us all. It's good.
He love us all. And listen, so you still on that at St. Paul? You know that church raised me. We talked about that, right?
Yes. I'm still there.
They tried to make me a deacon one time.
No, Lord.
I was like 9 years old. I was like 9 years old.
Get them back, Rev. Get them back.
Come on back.
Come on. Absolutely. So, Reverend Taylor, you inspired this episode. First of all, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for caring enough about us. Thank you for loving us. And she loves us for real. Yeah. This sister will send me a text saying, just checking on you, brother. I love you. Out the blue. And it's when I need it, which scares me. But that's another story. That goes to Cousins in the Cosmos, the other show that's on this network. But I'm just so appreciative of you and of what you want to talk about with this episode. I don't know if you were able to see the hot topic that we talked about with the brother Jubilant Sykes, who was, and he wasn't shot, he was actually stabbed by a son. And it's just crazy that that's really a crime of passion, stabbing, so even more so than shooting. Because you have to literally want to harm somebody to break flesh, right? And so I'm gonna get it from the AKAs that I brought you on first, but so be it. It is what it is, and I'm gonna stand by it 10 toes down. Not rock with Claudia.
Yes.
Tell us what got you into social work. What got you here?
What got me into social work was actually a lady at my church in South Georgia. I just saw where she was involved with the kids in the community, and it was just dropped in my spirit. How can I be a social worker? And she told me what to do. So this is what led me into the field of social work, which I absolutely love, right? And actually on tomorrow I would have been at the hospital where I worked for 18 years.
Wow.
And
Are
so
you
uh
serious?
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
deserves
18
another
years.
conversation.
Yeah. um
And some cheering.
yeah, so
Congratulations to you.
thank you. And as you said, this topic, it's been weighing heavy on my heart. Because I believe we stand in community with one another, despite them trying to put us against each other, right? We need each other. And I just wanted to just try to just discuss this issue that I see with our people, Black men in particularly, who are not following up with their health. And they have the resources, they have the insurance, have the social support, don't foresee any barriers, stable housing and everything. But when it comes to following up, it's like I don't know. I'm trying to see like what is it? What's missing? And when they do come for follow up, right? It's almost too late. It's like
It's
uh,
fear.
uh
It's for me. I don't know about the other brothers. I'm gonna ask y'all to jump in, guys. But for me, it's fear. I'm gonna be real.
okay.
Now luckily my doctor is my frat brother. I've been very, very blessed that all of my doctors have been my frat brothers. First, my doctor was the Dr. Matt Wright, and I love that brother. And Dr. Wright died.
Yep.
That was my doctor, one of my very best friends. Um,
Hometown
yeah,
in
May,
Fitzgerald.
Georgia. I saw that brother. Um, that's another story.
Yeah.
But before he passed, he called another one of our frat brothers, Dr. Samuel Palmer, and told him everything was going on with my file, told him everything that he wanted me to do, that I would skip out on taking my blood pressure medicine that he had put me on. And Dr. Palmer called me and said, "I'm your new doctor." And it was just like that. So but even with that, I'm still scared. What about y'all?
Mm.
Reverend Taylor. I say my physical probably was in college. Was probably the last time. And when bro said that he's a testament, so he know I'm not making this up for TV. It's fear, right? It's like I give him this reason of I won't go because I feel like if I know, then my body is gonna just shut down right after I know. I'd rather not know because if I start to know, then I start. You know what they say? Well, something might be wrong. You hear your friend? They say they got a cold, and all of a sudden my head start hurting, and I'm like, oh my god. And it's scary, right? And I have and Reverend Taylor, I've known you for a while, but my dad died early, right? So it's more. I should be more on it because I was upset and mad at him. Like, why would
Mm.
you do that? But I'm following the same tenets. I want to ask a question. At Grady, I'm sure, like you said, you probably see everything. See a little bit of everything. What what do you see as Black men? What are some of the things that they come and do and say amongst the doctors? Are the doctors not personable enough? Are there is that just an excuse that we tell each other? What are some of the main myths out there when it comes to us just asking for help in general when it comes to our physical and or mental health?
One of the myths I believe is that one is the distrust in the system
Mm.
from us historically, right?
Yeah.
Which is understood. but also too, they'll say it's pride. Could be pride, right? And I hear the fear, and of course, the social worker in me want to say, let's expand more on that fear. What are you afraid of, right? What is the fear? Because when we look at it, what's gonna be is gonna be,
Yes, that's right.
and so outside of that mistrust, it, it's really just the mistrust in the system, I believe. And like you said, because I didn't ever think about fear. I was just sitting here like, what is it? Why aren't you coming until you come when it's like I can't breathe. So I had to come.
Yeah.
And when I'm coming and I can't breathe, guess what? I got stage 4 cancer.
Mm.
Right. And so that's what we are seeing. We got stage 4 cancer, or people are ending up with heart failure. And again, and now you have to be put on oxygen, right? When I know the gifts of our bodies speaks to us so much every day.
And ginger ale. You know ginger ale called you know get you a Buffalo Rock or Red
Yeah,
Rock.
yes, and just keep going. It just and,
Yeah, if you in Detroit, get your burners. I mean, and you get your ginger ale, you keep going.
yeah, so like your body's speaking. So it's just like if you're hearing your body speaking to you, or if you do go to the doctor and they say I need to do this additional test, show to the appointments. Show to the appointments. But I guess it goes back
I
to
ain't
what
coming
you
for
always
I
say.
know. If you tell me you got to do some tests, then you better
Oh,
follow me to school. I ain't coming back.
really?
Nope.
I don't.
Okay, let's talk. Let's stay right there though. Let's stay right there, because I want to back up to that fear. Like, what is it that you're afraid of?
The test.
The test?
The test itself.
Okay.
Out.
Yeah, I listen. You hit on the head. For me, it is trust.
Yeah.
I don't trust them. I don't trust what they tell me. I don't trust what they putting in me.
Mhm.
And Tavius would tell you I grew up with 5 generations. So my great grandmother did not take man-made medicine. So I grew up not taking man-made medicine, and everybody around me who take the flu shot, who get these shots, get
Yeah.
sicker. Why would I want you to put something in me that's gonna give me diarrhea, gonna give me this effect, this side
Yeah.
effect, and then you want to give me another drug that's gonna cure this? Next thing you know, I got a mental thing going on
Yep.
because you overdosing me on stuff that I don't need. So I know that it's fear for me. To this day, I would get sick. I had 2 hernia surgeries. My mama came and took my medicine from me because she said, "You ain't gonna take it, and you got the good stuff." She knew I wasn't gonna. I would deal with the pain. I'd rather deal with
I
the
was there.
pain.
I was
Yeah,
there dressing this boy
yeah,
literally because
yeah.
they
I
like
would not
you
take
the
it.
best friend. Go in there and put the clothes on. I'm helping
Yeah,
put the clothes. Like, bro, you take your medicine. I ain't taking them pills.
not taking
They
them.
just took a whole piece of your body out.
Not taking it. I rather deal with it. I think that especially for black men in America, they have played games with us
Yeah.
scientifically for so long. It is difficult for me to psychologically trust what any of them are telling me. I
Mm.
don't care if they black, white, Asian, whatever it is. I'm gonna be the one gonna ask questions, and don't send me no student, no medical student there to talk to me.
They,
Right? It's like going into court for child support, but your attorney is a business attorney. You know what I'm saying? So
that's
I
pretty
don't trust. I
petty.
don't trust. But do you think that because historically that it plays a part? I know for me, but it plays a part in a lot of black men psychologically. Um, the fear that they and the anxiety that comes along with being sick, especially if they're like the breadwinner of the family, and we spend a lot of
Mhm.
time. We carry a lot of stress on us and have to keep pushing. What is it that you feel that it causes some mental
Yeah.
concerns when it comes to our health and well-being?
And that's what we're also seeing too, right? Because when you come and you got the stage 4 depression, um, that's traumatizing,
Yes.
right? So like, how do I deal with this? How do I cope with this?
Yeah.
I have to do an entire adjustment, right? Because I got to factor in, I got to come to infusions, which can be for 14 days straight. in a 2-week period, right? And then in the midst of it, I have a job, right? So I got to be able to provide for my family. So it shows up and manifests in these mental health diagnoses. And so I'm just like, what do we do with that, right? Because I do believe, and I would share this concern that I have with our brothers is talked about among me and my colleagues who are females. And it's the same story. It's the same
How many
story.
of your colleagues, how many social workers are there on staff at Grady, and how many of them are male, black male?
Oh, it's a lot of us. Like in between the mental health and the infectious disease clinic and the inpatient, outpatient,
It's just a lot.
Crestview,
Yeah.
it's a lot. It's over 100, but I don't know that many men,
Yeah,
black men.
you know,
No,
there has to be something you
I
can
can
look
count
at.
them on my hand.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Lamar, I know you want to jump in, bro, but here my only comment, man, is that you have 4 educated, articulate, intelligent brothers on here who, a master's degree of social work and a Juris Doctorate, and I'm still experiencing fear. I'm expressing fear of the system. Imagine my dad,
No, sir.
who graduated from high school. He just didn't do it. I remember the conversation with my dad said, "I'm not going back to that doctor." But then on December 6th of that fateful year, I was the one who had to find my dad deceased. And could that have been prolonged? Very possible. But, we have to find our way through the fear,
Right.
around the fear, over the fear, under the fear. I don't know how. Lamar?
So I'll just give you guys just some insight into when it changed for me. So I am like literally my annual is on Friday. So I have to make sure that I check in, and unfortunately, because of the community that I'm in, because of the community that I am, I'm actually not seeing a physician that looks like me. Not in race, not in gender, but she's very good at what she does, very knowledgeable. And then the crazy thing is, though I might see her, the real knowledgeable people are the nurses, and they all look like me. So I can always ask them questions about my blood, about my blood work, and all these different things. And normally, when you call, you're talking to a nurse. But I digress. With my father was in a bad car accident, maybe in high school, and he was in a coma. So from that point of him going into the coma, he was just working. I think he was working 2 or 3 jobs, just trying to keep like a legit lifestyle. Went into a coma. He was in coma for almost 4 months. Came out of coma, and he was just a little different. And he started to my father lost a lot of weight. They put a steel rod in his leg that he still complains about now. He says when it gets cold, he knows when it's gonna rain. I don't know if that's the Texas in him or whatever. So between that incident and then when his mother passed away, I think that was something that jolted him to be a little bit more responsive with going to the doctor, but he still is fearful of going to the doctor. He will make every excuse. He will be throwing up, falling over, and then my older sister would have to take him, right? So from my standpoint of seeing that, now, of course, we know about the syphilis studies down there in Alabama that happened. We know about just everything in slavery. We know about all those things. But for me, it was more like, hey, I seen my dad go through this. I seen my grandmother go through this. Both of my grandmothers passed away from cancer. So for me, it's like, okay, let me make sure. So now I might be a little hypochondriac, because anything happened to me, I'm like, oh man, my leg, oh man, I'm coughing, oh man, and COVID. I wanted to ask the brothers, how many of y'all got vaccinated? If you guys care to share.
I did, but I don't think I'll do it again. I'd be transparent. I was laid in my couch for a whole day and a half because it hurt.
So it took a pandemic to get Brother Weems to go get a vaccination. That is serious, you all. That is serious.
Because I refused to take the flu vaccine initially. Go ahead, App. I'm sorry.
I was going to answer this question. I took one. The only reason why I took it is because my son has a rare kidney condition.
Okay.
And because I worked in the community,
Yeah.
I was high risk to bring
Yeah.
something home. And because the work that I was doing was out in the community,
Yes.
I didn't want to take a chance of making him have a relapse by bringing something home that could trigger that. So
That's cool.
See, what's different? I take them all, right? If they offer them, if they offer tomorrow,
Of course he goes.
flu shot. If they offer it now, now if they go charge me $140, then I'm like, you can leave it there. But they offer it, and when it was at the Congress, I took it because I'm like, well, I've seen a lot of people die from that, but it's weird because I don't mind. I'll take medication. Now, the
Hey,
brothers
Fred.
know I might not.
seen a lot of black people get syphilis too from that shot they gave
A
him.
hair transplant, like your hair looks nice and fluffy. Like,
Hey man,
what you do?
I'm getting younger, man. I ain't share my secret because y'all, man, we not getting no commercials. Ain't nobody paying for it.
Even me, Fred have look like it's just heavier. Like it's locked all up.
Put that Stay Soft Fro up in there.
I got a question for Reverend Taylor while y'all played around. Because I got a Reverend on, and I've been trying to get a Reverend on for years, and my brother App been fighting it for days. So, Reverend, can you tell me? I know as Christians, you know, that's another one of those. I go to God. I'll pray about it.
Yep.
You know, my dad victim. Like, I'll pray about it. What the doctor say. Can you kind of go into letting people know that yes, God is there. Yes, we believe in miracles. However, can we have the trust in that He has given the man or women to help us sometimes guide us so we can live longer as opposed to relying on faith? I'm not saying faith is wrong, but can you kind of give a little, since you have that unique background of discussing that while I got you on this platform?
Yes, Fred. And so in hearing, I'll pray about it, can also be seen as a way to avoid what's really going on
Mm,
and what really God is calling you to do.
mm,
Okay. Because I know I need to go, but I'll just pray about it because I believe God will work it out some way. But you know, God is telling you, you need to go get the test. You need to go. You need to go. Right. But I just pray about it. Right. And not to ostracize or throw shade at anybody, but it can be used to avoid
mm.
what we actually need to do.
That's right.
Okay. And I said, like, God places people in our lives that we need, right? We we need a therapist, we need a primary care doctor, and also too is also trying to navigate the healthcare system is complex.
It is.
It's complex, and being able to explain to a patient, yes, you're going to your primary care doctor, right? But some things you need to go to your cardiologist, to the specialist
Mm-hmm.
to take care of that heart issue, right? And then maybe consult with your PCP. So it's kind of hard to navigate that system and helping people understand. And y'all be amazed. I spend a lot of time dealing with patients and families, helping them understand that, right? Which I'm okay because it's just a complex issue, right? But I will implore you, please go get those physicals, right? Because what happens is your social support, right? When y'all sick and on your deathbed, now we got to shift, right? We
Yeah,
got to
sure.
shift. We got to shift. And
We
then the
don't
back
think
our
about it that way.
you don't, and we're in the back of our mind. We like, I told that Negro, you just should have went over there.
Exactly.
You just should have went and got the test. You just should have went and got the CAT scan, right?
Yeah.
Because early detection is key,
Yeah.
right? And I also tell patients too, yes, the doctors talks fast, but you have a right as a patient to slow them down,
Slow them down.
okay? And
Yeah.
help them to explain what it is that you don't understand. Because just like we have a mistrust in the system too, we also have people who just strictly go by what the doctors say. That's gospel.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, you might want to challenge what they say, right? Because I mean,
And that's crazy, but in our community, we don't do that though. Reverend Taylor, we don't challenge what the doctor says.
You don't, because it's gospel. It's gospel. What they say is gospel. And it's like, challenge that. I'll give an example, right? So after I had my baby, right, 3 weeks after, she's actually one now, but after I had her, I had to go to the hospital for a checkup because my blood pressure, they put me on blood pressure medicine, right? So I go to checkup. They're like, nope, you're in a coma status. We can't send you home. Baby 3 weeks old. Okay. So yeah, I left so the baby, 3-week-old baby and the 6-year-old son at home with daddy. I'm like, they gotta admit me to do this workup, right? So in essence, I had to follow up with a cardiologist who did not look like me. Okay. I have one of my coworkers who I adore. She told me, Claudia, it's good to go to a specialist, but because I have she was like, my PCP know me better. So just check in with your PCP. I did. Come to find out, eventually, probably about 3 months earlier, I asked the cardiologist, when will I be evaluated to determine if I come off this medicine? Oh, with diet change, eating right foods, all of this. I go to my PCP, my PCP say, how's this medicine making you feel? I feel like I'm about to pass out. And you know what he said? That's because your blood pressure is getting too low.
What?
Eventually, I got off that blood pressure medicine thanks to my primary care doctor, who said doctors are more prone to increase your medication versus decrease it. So if I never would have asked the question, I'd probably still be on high blood pressure medicine right now.
And you're absolutely right that that there is. I know that because I represent physicians.
Yeah.
I represent Dr. Wright. But there is the marketing part where pharmaceutical sales, and they'll say, try this medicine with your patients, and if you get enough of your patients on this medication, then we will give you a bonus or whatever it might be. But I don't know that that's so widespread to the point where it will permeate into a real fear, though, Al. We got to get beyond it. For example, Reverend Taylor, do you know? I'm sorry, Lamar, you had a question. I'll go after you. Go ahead.
Well, this is probably going to be a large question. So I want to know, Reverend Taylor, what do you think the impact of, I guess, the lapse of the Affordable Care Act and how many people will lose basically insurance? How would that impact our community? Seemingly, I think Grady might be the largest state-run hospital in Georgia. How would that impact us?
Oh, it's gonna impact us like tremendously, right? Because people are not gonna be able to afford these high premiums. We see that right now with them trying to sign up next year. These premiums are like $1,400. You're telling me I need to pay for a premium $1,400, and then I gotta come and pay a copay, and then I have to pay for my medications. I just believe we're just gonna see an increase of people being admitted and an increase of people dying.
Wow.
Because it's just like, because some people are like, I can't afford another bill.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm barely making it. So it is. It is.
Wow. Well, I think that we need to let everybody know that Reverend Taylor is only speaking on behalf of herself as an individual, not on Grady Hospital. We
Thank
did
you.
make reference to
Absolutely.
a place of employment, but she's not here representing Grady. She's representing herself as a fellow CAU alum.
Yes, thank you.
Just trying to spread, health and wealth and the means of education to our community.
Yes, and please get your physical. Please get your physical. Go to the follow up appointments. We love y'all. I'm telling you, because I'm telling you, we talk about it every day. Women, like I told them.
But
So just think
speaking
about.
of that, let me ask you a question, Reverend Taylor. I don't know. I keep hearing what, and I don't know. The prostate exam that we have to have. Can't we pee in the cup now?
They
True.
can
I got a
take
pill for that now, right?
They can take blood for that.
Please answer that.
They can take blood for that, y'all.
Look, I don't know, but you better go get them. You better go get them because I'm
Hey, Lamar,
serious.
Lamar, let me know how it go.
Let you know how it go.
Well, we brothers, right? So what you got is what we all got.
You got your physical coming. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, we are in the middle of a conversation that we are really enjoying with Reverend Claudia Taylor, medical social worker down at Grady Hospital. that she's telling us an incredible amount of wealth of information, and we're actually enjoying this. So we're going to be back in just a second. Thank you. This is the brothers, and how you said, like, subscribe,
and share
all that.
At Paris.
Lights, camera, action. Ready for a chain reaction in the city of dreams. Oh, where the peach tree gleams. Something big is coming. Hear that rhythm drumming. TYUF connections. Yeah, we got the right solutions. TYUF collections for all your grand illusions. TYUF collections. From the set to the stage, turning a new page with a vision so clear, conquering all fear. Something big is coming, hear that rhythm drumming. TYUF Productions, yeah, we got the right solutions. TYUF Productions, for all your grand illusions. TYUF Productions, yeah. TYUF Productions, yeah, we got the right solutions.
Peace, peace. Hi, everyone. I'm Osaranga. I am a spiritual healer, a doula, and a psychic reader. I would love to add you on as a client. Learn more about yourself and become enlightened about your past and or your future. With the tarot cards or just your hands, I can tap into who you are, what you've been up to, who you were in past lives, and who are the people that are most loved by you or love you that are no longer here amongst the living. That's what this gift is all about, you and your healing journey, placing your faith, your trust, and your focus on you. You deserve it. Visit me at cousinsinthecosmos.com and check out my list of services. Also, please remember to click the private message if you wish to schedule. I can't wait to work with you. Ashe.
Joanna, the trio came alive. 3 voices, 1 mic, now the stories thrive. Late nights, deep talks, the bonds grew tight. From dorm room dreams to the podcast light.
Nobody has
right,
complimented my shirt. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going, hey, I looked at it, but I didn't want to say it because I already had an outfit picked for you, and I was like, hey, well, that shirt is dope, bro.
That man said you had that stand alive.
I like that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, boy, hey, I got so many compliments on my shirt today.
Boy.
And all the compliments I got out were for women instead of the ones you get from men for that pink shirt you got on.
Boy.
We're gonna find out how do you do this Tony Braxton dance in the airport. We gonna find out who got the fan base.
So Claudia, you're a subscriber already, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. Great. Thank
Reverend,
you. So
make sure you tell everyone at Grady to please like, subscribe. Look, we got.
You know why? Tell her why. Go ahead. Tell her why.
Lamar looking for a wife.
No.
Why did I just say that?
That don't have nothing to do with liking and subscribing. We're not worried about Lamar. We're gonna get him married, but our brother Weems is going to do the Tony Braxton challenge. If we could get up to 100 new subscribers in the airport at Hartsfield, and I got a onesie picked out for him. So we get 150 likes. I got I got this outfit. So can you please tell everyone where you work, the church, wherever you go out, restaurants, husband, to your friends, please, please, please. This is very,
Okay.
very, very, and we got you on it, right?
Yeah, I will. I will. I will share. I will share. I definitely will.
Okay,
I will. I
after
will.
that, go ahead, bro.
So Reverend Taylor, so
Oh,
I
damn.
was asking you before we went to break about the prostate exam
Mhm.
because you know I heard that, and I heard this happen because I read it in Florida, like Miami, where Appy is right now. that was a guy who went to get his physical, and the doctor had to do the prostate part, and the man ejaculated. The man left, went to his car, got a firearm, came back, and shot the doctor twice because he said he made him gay.
Wow.
Lamar, that went. That ain't
Are
good.
you
Yeah,
serious?
you know what I was going, did you? That got you good.
I wasn't ready, bro. I wasn't
Yeah.
ready.
Put two hot
Ready.
ones in them.
He
So
has.
the fear is real.
It's real. It is. It is. It is.
The fear
The
is
stuff.
real.
Yeah, it is. Somehow you're
All
gonna have
kind
to.
of ways.
Yeah.
Who on here is not scared of prostate exam? Raise your hand. Lamar, stop lying.
We have a female. What's the name? She's already
Yeah.
looked at my junk. So you know, and her hand's small. So she got to do what she got to do. Look, I'm just being real. She got small hands. I ain't got to worry about getting turned out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to pop nobody in the chest. I'm just saying.
So,
Hey,
I know
man.
you had a question for us earlier. I know you had a
Oh
question,
Jesus!
and I want you to kind of, I want you to ask that question to the platform again. I know we only got you for a short time, man. I wish we had you for another couple of hours. This has been solid gold. But can you put that question out to us, because I think the world, because it's going to be the world very shortly after we get all these subscribers, but I think the world needs to hear some real life responses. And we're professional men, right? We're not men that have no access to healthcare.
Right.
But we have the same fears, and we're coming to the same things of people that have no access. We're
Yeah.
dying at the same rate of people with or without access. So can you ask that question again, because I think it's I think it deserves an honest answer from each and every one of us, so you can be able to take that to your peers, and maybe we can kind of fix that taboo or no.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just wanted to know what are you fearing exactly when you're coming to be evaluated, and to do your follow up, right? Because when you think about it, we actually been taking physicals every year since we were born.
That's true.
That's true.
That's right.
That's true. Very true.
So it's like, yeah.
I fear death, right? I
Mm.
fear that, and Dr. White kind of said it in his answer earlier. I fear that when I go in, I'm going to hear something that I can't unhear. And although I'm a man of faith, right? I claim to be a man of faith. Sometimes your faith can be shaken, right? So I I I am I'm hearing your expertise, and I got a brother that's a doctor, right? But I just call him and say, yo, just give me some medicine. I don't be knowing what's going on, but give me some medicine. So I'll leave it there. That's me, because I don't want to take them any more time. But it's just death, right? It's just death.
Mm.
Lamar.
I don't really have a fear. I have this proactive thing. Like, if I know, then I can get me some medicine in me, and I ain't talking about ginger ale or rubber tussin. I give me some real medicine, and we can move forward. So, like I said, I'm a little different just because of the stuff that my father dealt with earlier on when I was in high school. So I've been a little bit more proactive. Like I said, I'm more of a hypochondriac now. Like, you know, I start coughing, I think like I got pneumonia or something. I'm telling you, boy, all through the pandemic, I had like 3 masks on. Like,
He really did.
I wasn't playing no games everywhere we go. You know what I'm saying? So that was a whole nother thing. But and that takes a positive thing, because during the pandemic there was a small a small what was it, like 4 of us Weems that and we basically quarantined in the sense of we only interacted with each other.
That's right.
And that was one thing that we did that was healthy. But now we got to take it a step further. And we were very healthy during those times. Every time we went out, we had our masks. Every time we went out, we sanitized and all those different things. Now, taking a step further is, tearing down the stigma or tearing down this fear. So I'll kick it to you, brother.
Trust. It's just trust. It's trust in how I was raised from my great grandmother and those before. They had remedies that worked, that was natural. She had herbs in the back that she would get and put together. And honestly, I would trust the nurse before I ever trust a doctor.
Yeah.
And that's just real. I would trust it. I would trust the nurse. It might take 3 or 4 of them to give me a shot, but I trust them before I trust a doctor that come in with a pad that see me for 10 minutes and want to give me some medication because he's linked in with the pharmaceuticals. I would not. I don't want to be no Tuskegee experiment for nobody. Wings.
It's interesting because App has enjoyed Reverend Taylor having his great grandmother in his life for most of his life until recently. And he still has a great grandmother, a grandmother. His grandfather lived to be a ripe old age. So App take life for granted, I believe. I've come to that conclusion. App, you just take life for granted. But you shouldn't. I mean, the fear is a very real fear. There's a way over it. There's a way around it. There's a way through it. I'm gonna be with Reverend Taylor on that. There's a way through your fear, because your fear is only because you don't trust the people that's charged with your health care. Then get somebody who you do trust. Take somebody who you trust to somebody they trust.
Yeah.
If you want me to take you to my doctor, I'll do it. I mean, that part is gonna happen, and I know you're gonna get health care because I know who you related to. I know that's gonna happen. But for me, it is. I feel like Fred if I know I'm gonna go. But I still have to go and see a doctor and get my physical done the way I'm supposed to, because I represent them and because they're friends of mine, and they won't let me not come. Right? Dr. Samuel Palmer will text me and say, "I ain't seen you." Yeah, he did it actually. So I'll be seeing him not too far from him. Right after you, Lamar. After you go get yours, I'm gonna go get mine. I'm gonna go ahead and get it over with. And Sam Palmer, his hands are a little larger than the little lady hands you probably got. So I come back and I sound like Mike Jackson. It's this.
Oh, y'all gotta chill.
He gonna pop that. He gonna put that blue glove. When they put that. Why they gotta do that? Why they gotta put the glove on? They gotta pop it.
Conversation like this scares me too. I ain't gonna lie. My brothers.
But Reverend Taylor, this is an amazing conversation. Thank you. I really appreciate the idea, but I just appreciate you coming and talking to us. We definitely hope you'll continue the conversation with us, and that you'll come back and maybe bring some of your colleagues with you. I didn't know that Fred had kind of a similar fear that I do. I didn't know that. It's funny because we're all kind of different in how we approach it. What is the thing that you see most? Is it one of the 4 things that you heard from us?
It is. It is. Trust. And then again, you have people when they've been in a crisis and they're like, nope, I got to totally change. So now I'm coming. I'm not missing no appointments. Something tragic had to happen to make them go. And it's like, we don't want you to get to that point, brother. We don't want you to get to that point. So make sure you go and do follow up. And just like you said, get somebody who you trust in the system or who to be able to be able to tell you to help you go over it. Because we don't want to see each other die at an early rate if it could be prevented, seriously. Because some stuff can possibly be prevented, right?
You're at Grady Hospital. If someone if they're at Grady Hospital or they end up in the hospital at Grady, can they ask to talk to a social worker? Like, what can they do that?
Yes, they can. And there's a social worker assigned to every floor inpatient. So you can
Okay.
ask to speak to a social worker. And there's a social worker in every clinic, right? So I'm outpatient, right? I
Okay.
worked
Yeah.
in the emergency room, then I worked in inpatient, now I'm outpatient.
Okay.
So it is.
And
It
what is
is.
it that the social worker can offer to a person who's getting medical care?
They can offer them resources, right? And further understand your care, right? Because when you're in a hospital, right, and you got 10 different doctors, they're not coming announcing what discipline they're from, right? Like, hey, I'm the heart doctor. And so you get confused. To help you try to navigate that stay and to help you understand and see what barriers it is, because when you get out of the hospital, right, you have follow-up, right? To be able to help you to understand what that looks like. Are you going to be able to come back to your appointments? Let's see what that looks like, because it's important, especially when we have surgery. Hey, it's post-operative. You need to come back and see if you're healing correctly, right? And so that you're not setting up any infection where they just cut you at, right? Or, you just had orthopedic surgery and now you can't bear weight. They need to change your weight bearing status. And so that type of thing. So that's the kind of resources the social worker will help you understand. And again, coordinating services for you at home if need be. Or yeah. Hmm.
What else, App? Yeah. We're gonna let you go. We can keep you all night, but we don't want to hold you from the baby. I know it's nighttime.
I
So
have
we
enjoyed you all. I have enjoyed you all. And I was and again, take somebody with y'all or whatever to help. Cause and quickly I had an experience. Somebody went to the emergency room. They were getting ready to discharge them. I'm like, I disagree with this discharge. You're gonna send somebody home who's coughing up blood. They're not gonna die on me. And you know what they said? Oh, I missed that they were coughing up blood. That's what we said when we came in here. So it came up to show that the person had pneumonia when one test they did ruled out pneumonia. The first test, which was a X-ray, and they ruled it out until I said, "Hey, no, they coughing up blood." So if I had not been there to advocate,
wow,
that person would have came home and died.
they're gone. They're been gone.
You understand? So be able to somebody who you trust, right? Because it's so important. And don't be afraid to speak up. Be like, "Hey, I don't understand what you're saying, huh?"
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank y'all. I love y'all. Yes. Yes. Get off this phone and go schedule your physical.
Get up and go. You heard her. You heard her. Say
Go
it
schedule
again.
your
Say
physical.
it again. Tell me
Yeah.
one more time.
Make sure you schedule your physicals this week.
Ooh, there it is. You heard her. It is one and only Reverend Claudia Taylor.
Yes. We have Bro Mel. It's very quick, Bro Mel, but it kind of goes to what we were just discussing.
Oh, okay.
Dear Dr. White,
Oh, you got
how
to roll
ironic.
right into it? We doing great. I know my church.
Somebody had too many Cokes tonight. Coca-Cola, that is.
Oh,
Dr. White, I'm writing because I need your advice on a situation that has left me confused, hurt, and unsure what to do next. I've been dating a woman who I care deeply about. Recently, however, I learned she gave me an STD. While she apologized, it was unintentional. The situation has created a level of mistrust that I'm struggling to manage. Dr. White, I'm seeking your guidance. In a situation like this, how does someone determine whether the relationship is worth saving? How do I know if I can rebuild trust or if this is a sign that I need to walk away from my emotional and physical well-being? Any insight or direction you can offer will be deeply appreciated.
This is something I'm gonna try to be as sensitive and as gentle while we explore this topic, because it's sensitive. I mean, back in my dad's age time, I mean, I have 22 siblings, so he didn't believe in protection, but nowadays this stuff that you can't get up off of you, right? So you got to move a little bit differently, right? So that's the first thing I would say. Is she willing to take accountability? Is there going to be a shared commitment to your physical health? We shouldn't be in situations where we're exposing ourselves to any type of foreign substance that is going to alter our physical well-being. And if she is out here being promiscuous, but let's be clear, there are guys who out there who do it too. But in this case, there's a woman, and there is a double standard. But I digress there. Will she stop? Will she be committed? And then what does intimacy look like moving forward? Will you be able to really give yourself to this woman, knowing that she's giving herself to someone else, and that someone else has brought back something to your relationship? So ultimately, it's those three things, and ultimately, you got to ask the question to yourself: is it worth it? There is no intimacy, there's no sexual experience that's worth your life. No matter how fine she is, there's just no intimacy that's worth your life. So like the great philosopher Cameron has said, and that's Cameron, but I say Cameron said, pretty lips, pretty eyes, but what about her insides, right? So what are you bringing? Not only just that physical, but in your heart, what are you bringing? If it's something that's healthy or is it something that's toxic? And for me,
all I got to say is $5.99 can save you a lifetime.
That's a
say it again.
Save.
I say from a Christian standpoint, you should wait till you get married and have a
Fred.
Y'all
really?
can't judge Fred.
This ain't church.
On that note, aren't you gonna take us out? We supposed to like, subscribe.
Huh? The Christian in me won't let me go take us out just yet. All right, y'all. Thank you for another episode. Joining us at the Brothers Podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe at thebrothers.com. That is HBRO. Let's get it. Like, share, and subscribe. And we out.
The trio came alive. 3 voices, 1 mic, now the stories thrive. Late nights, deep talks, the bonds grew tight. From dorm room dreams to the podcast life.